All right, gentlemen. George, I talked to Ray and Sean, and we both came to the conclusion that it's in your best interest not to scramble in the Philippines. You're going to leave that fighter there with the two infantry, hoping to help your attack, because I'm coming in with a battleship, a carrier, and a destroyer. So it's just numerically, it's not to your benefit. Anyway, so let's get started. We have Japan, and it's $43 is going to buy a factory, a carrier, a destroyer, and a sub, saving $1. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a tack from Caroline. It's going to go 1, 2, 3 and kill this Anzac transport. 4, 5 landing in Palau Islands. Okay, so that's done. We have a battle here. We're going to come in with a cruiser and a carrier. That's not enough. We need a sub too. Cruiser, a carrier, and a sub going against your destroyer for Anzac. So we're going to have a 2 and a 3. The 2 hit, and you have to roll, and you roll the 5. So your transport and that is gone. Now we're dropping off 2 infantry into Sumatra, and we have a fighter and attack from this carrier that's going 1, 2, 3, 4, landing right back there. So we have 2 at once, and then we have 2 at 3. So we got 2 hits. We only needed 1. You have to defend, and you do not. So we have a fighter and a tack landing here. So there's a cruiser, a sub, a carrier, fighter, tack, and there are 2 infantry in Sumatra. Now we're going to go to Java. We have a fighter, attack, a battleship shot, and 2 infantry. So we have 2 infantry at ones, a fighter at 3 or less, a tack, and a battleship. 1 hit. Took everything, but we got you. And you rolled a 6. Sorry, my friend. Now we're going into... We have 1 infantry going that was already on board one of the transports in 36, going to Celebes, and 1 infantry that was already on the transport going to Borneo in 43. We're now coming into Sea Zone 37. We have 2 fighters and a cruiser and a carrier. So we have to clear your destroyer. So 2 fighters, there's 2 hits. You have to roll for your destroyer, and you hit. So you lose a destroyer, and I have to kill something, and it's going to be a fighter, unfortunately. Yeah, them's the breaks, man. So anyway, this is in here for now. We're coming into Malaya with 1 infantry and 1 artillery and 2 strap bombers from Kwangsi. So we're going to have 2 at 2s. We got 1 hit, and that's all we needed. You have to defend, and you rolled a 3. So we take Malaya with an infantry and an artillery. These 2 bombers will land back in Kwangsi. And now we're going into Shan State with a tank that's blitzing through French Indo. This transport in 20 is going to take 2 infantry from Kiangsi and drop them off in that sea zone. And then we're going to hit you with 4 fighters and 3 tacks. So we're going to have 2 infantry at ones. We have a tank at 3. 4 fighters. 2 of them is 1 hit. There's 3 hits so far. 3 tacks at 4. 5 hits. You only have 4 things. That's all we needed. So you have to do 4 at 2s. You got 1 hit. 3 hits. Ah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? So I got to kill 2 infantry. Oh, no. That's fine. 2 infantry and a tank. I don't need to do anything other than kill you. So you killed my 2 infantry and a tank. You still own Shan State, and that's fine. I just needed to get away with killing your response to Malaya. And that's done. One of these fighters that just took place in the Shan State battle is going to land on that carrier because I lost a fighter. So that's there like that. Everything else is going to land back in Kwangsi. we're coming into Yunnan with a mountain. So, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 infantry, 1 mech, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artillery. So 10 at twos. 2. You only have 2 men. 4, 6, 8, 10 at twos. There's 1 hit. And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 infantry and 1 mech. So I have 1 at 1. All right, so I got 1 hit. You have 2 at twos. You got 2 hits. Unbelievable. So I got 1 hit on you, and you just killed 2 of my guys. Now I have to do it again. 2, 4. There's the hit. Now you have to defend, and you roll a 3. Okay, so you did good in Yunnan, but we're there. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, 1 mech, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artillery. We're taking Shenxi with 1 infantry from Hopei. We're taking Kansu with an infantry and artillery. And now we have the Philippines. We're coming in with a battleship and a destroyer against your destroyer. So a destroyer hit. You have to defend, and you rolled a 1, so you do hit, and I'll wound my battleship. And that's gone. And now we're dropping off. Oh, yeah, we still have Hong Kong, too. We have 2 transports coming down here with 3 infantry and a artillery. And a fighter and attack from Caroline. So, let's see. 2 at 1s. 2 at 2s. 1 hit. Fighter, 2 hits, and attack. So we got 2 hits on you. You have 2 infantry, no hits, and a fighter, 1 hits. So 2 on you, and I lose 1 infantry. Next round, fighter, attack, missed. 1 at 1, and now 2 at 2s. Thank goodness. You're dead. You have to roll, and you roll a 6. So Philippines is taken with 2 infantry and an artillery. And then the last thing we have is Kwang Tung. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kwang Tung, 2 infantry. I meant to put a plane on that, and I didn't. And I've used everything. I'm only discovering it now. What a shame. 2 infantry in Kwang Tung is not going to be enough to do that job. Nope, you're a dope, Noonan. You are just a plain old dope. Yeah, I have no other assets I can use on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, I do not have anything I can do. I screwed that up big time. Okay, well, my transport is coming down to this C-Zone 20 anyway, and it's going to wind up dropping off 2 infantry in Guangxi, so we're calling off Hong Kong. What a dopey thing to do. All right, so I'll clean this up, and I'll do a troop count, and we're going to move 4 infantry to Korea with 1 AA gun, and we have 2 fighters an attack that are landing there as well from Caroline Islands. Yeah, that's disappointing. Actually, we're going to land 2 fighters on the carrier, and the attack is going to Japan. We're putting a factory there, a destroyer here, and a sub here. All right, I'll clean it all up and do a troop count, but this is a 9-minute and 21-second video. Yikes.